What if I told you that the secret behind you getting a 750 credit score was the 18th letter in the alphabet? R. Now, when I say the letter R, no, I'm not talking about Rihanna, I'm not talking about Rick Ross, and I'm damn sure not talking about Rolls Royce, but if any of y'all want to give me a sponsorship, give me a call. But when I say R, I'm referring to a secret method that I've developed using these 3 R's that'll guarantee that if you stick around to the end of this video, you'll be one step closer to the credit score of your dreams. Sound appealing? Follow me. Now, you're probably wondering why it is that I'm dressed like a mechanic, and the reason for that is because I need to get in character for the first R of this process, which is repair, as in repairing your credit. You see, research conducted by Experian show that around 48 million Americans are affected by bad credit, and if you are one of the 48, this is a huge reason why you still don't have the credit score of your dreams. But have no fear, Marv the Mechanic is here because I'm gonna give you the step-by-step blueprint on how you can repair your credit for yourself and by yourself. So, step number 1 is you wanna remove all excess personal information off of your credit report. What this means is that when it comes to your credit, you never wanna have more than one name, one address, and one employer showing on there. If you have negative items on your credit report, there's a very strong chance that any excess personal information that you have may also be connected to those negative items. So we want to get that excess personal information removed before we start our dispute process. And if you want to get excess personal information removed from your credit report, it's simple. All you do is call into the credit reporting agencies and ask them to remove all the personal information off your credit report. Make sure you do it nicely. Yeah. Nicely. Here's the direct number for all 3 credit reporting agencies. Make sure you write it down somewhere because we're gonna need this as we get ready to go into step number 2. Because step number 2 is that we are going to use something called consumer law to challenge and get these negative items removed from our credit report. Now, if you don't know anything about consumer law, that's perfectly fine, but what I want you to do is go over to Google and type in 15 US Code 1681 EB. This is a law that states that whenever a consumer reporting agency prepares a consumer report, it shall follow reasonable procedures to assure maximum possible accuracy of the information concerning the individual, that's you, to whom the report relates. Because 99.999998% of the accounts on your credit report are probably not reporting accurately across all 3 credit reporting agencies, this is a great law that you can use on your behalf to challenge these negative items to increase your chances of getting them removed. Now, to create a dispute letter, please don't overcomplicate it. Remember, it's simple. All you're gonna do is go into a blank Google Doc and first put your personal information, that being your name, your date of birth, the last 4 digits of your social security number, and your mailing address. Then you're gonna go into your credit report and get the account name and number of all the negative accounts that you're looking to dispute and copy and paste those into the Google Doc file as well. And then finally, you are going to download that letter, print it out, put it in an envelope, and send it out to all the credit reporting agencies where these negative items are reporting. And if you don't have the mailing address for these credit reporting agencies, I'll put them on screen right now. And the third and final step of this repair process is that you're gonna repeat this process every 30 to 35 days. Chances are you're probably not gonna get the results you're looking for in your first round of disputes, and that's okay. Simply send another round of disputes every single month until you get the results that you're looking for. And if all else fails, remember, just give the credit reporting agencies a call like we talked about earlier. Verified? What do you mean the collection account is verified? Okay, so how about I come down there, meet you face to face, and then we can verify my foot up your motherfucking neck. Speaking of credit, if you have negative items that are negatively affecting your credit report, but you don't want to do the work of trying to get them off yourself, that's perfectly fine. Just head over to my company's website at takeofffinancial.com and schedule a free consultation with my team so that we can get you taken care of. But back to the video. Now fast forward a couple months from now and congratulations, you've officially finished cleaning your credit report. But something's not right, because even though your credit report is clean, your credit score is still not necessarily where you want it to be. Why? Well, I'm glad you asked, because we're gonna need to grab our hard hat and put on our construction jacket for the next R of this process, the rebuild. And we'll do this by using what are called credit builder accounts. So step 1, you're going to add an account called Self-Lender to your credit report. Now, Self-Lender is a certificate of deposit that basically shows on your credit report as a loan, all right? So how it works is you pay it every month and you take those payments and reports them on your credit report as if you're paying down a loan, which in turn boosts your score. And the best part is, once you're finished paying it, you actually get all of your money back, minus the interest. Step number 2 is going to be to add the Tomo credit card to your list of credit builders. The Tomo credit card is actually a great way to build credit because number 1, it won't put a hard inquiry on your report. Number 2, you can't carry a balance on this card, so you never have to worry about monthly interest fees. Number 3, Tomo is known for being very generous with their approvals. You can get approved for anywhere from $5,000, sometimes even up to $10,000 on one card. And number 4, because you can't carry a balance on this card, you never have to worry about racking up credit card debt. And step number 3 is going to be to add a trade line to your credit report. So if you don't know, a trade line is when you become an authorized user on a friend, family member, or relative's card that you trust and has good credit. And in turn, once you become an authorized user on this card, you're essentially borrowing their credit history onto your own credit report to make it look better. However, be mindful when it comes to this strategy because unlike Tomo and Self, this is not a long-term strategy. This is simply a short-term strategy to help you get ready for the third and final R of this process to get the credit score of your dreams. You have now repaired and rebuilt your credit. Congratulations, but there's still one R left, and that R is restoration. Now, in order for you to restore your credit profile, you're going to take the credit that you have now finished repairing and rebuilding and leverage that credit towards applying for credit cards that are going to make that profile stronger. And guess what? Dr. Marv has just the prescription for you. Now, what you're going to want to do, before the video, you were talking to me about a rash that you were dealing with downstairs. I'm going to prescribe you an ointment, right? Now, the thing with this ointment, you're going to want to apply it twice a day to the affected area. You're going to want to make sure you really get in there. And that's not the script. Stop. Second. Wrong script. That's my bad. What I meant to say was, here we go. Here are the top 3 credit cards that you can apply for to help restore your credit profile even more. Card number 1 is the Discover It Cashback Card. Now with this card, you can earn 5% cashback on rotating categories every quarter of the year, 1% cashback on all other purchases, and Discover will actually match all cashback that you earn within the first year of you having the card. Meaning that if you earn a total of $100 cashback in your first year of having the card, Discover will match that with another $100, bringing your total cashback amount to the first year to $200 total. Card number 2 is actually the Apple Credit Card. In my opinion, the most underrated credit card on the market today. With the Apple Credit Card, you can earn 3% cash back when you shop at Apple, 2% anywhere that Apple Pay is made available, and 1% on all other purchases. And finally, credit card number 3 is actually the American Express Blue Cash Everyday Card. And with this credit card, you can actually earn 3% cash back on groceries, 3% cash back on all US online retail purchases, 3% cash back on gas, and 1% cash back on all other purchases. But most importantly, this is a great credit card to help get you ingratiated into the American Express credit card family. By the way, once the video is done, come on afterwards, we could talk a little bit more about that rash. Marvin, sorry. By the way, I know I said there were 3 R's, but there's actually 4. And the final R is rejoice, because if you follow these steps to a T, then you will have the credit score of your dreams. I'm Marvin Francois. Thank you for tuning into this video. Like and subscribe for more. Peace.